Welcome back. It is 8:44 on this Wednesday morning. Starting this month, not only were dental procedures allowed to resume, so were some veterinarian visits, which means that you can now check back in on your pet's health.
Yeah, but just like dental visits, vets will have certain requirements. So joining us live this morning to talk more about that, Dr. Jason Nicholas, Dr. J, as we like to call him. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Great to be back.
Yeah, good to see you again. So now that you can resume practice, what does this mean for pet owners who maybe have been waiting to take their pets in?
Yeah, so if your pet's been waiting to get, say, spayed or neutered or have a dental cleaning or procedure, now's the time to contact your veterinarian because Governor Brown's executive order from last week allowed veterinary practices to start doing elective procedures and non-emergent procedures again, so long as they're using the personal protective equipment sparingly and paying strict attention to sanitation and cleaning measures, which we kind of always do anyway, and still maintaining practices that'll keep veterinary teams and pet owners and pets safe and healthy.
I think we've seen a lot of pet owners kind of wondering, should I go to the vet? Should I go to the vet emergency room? Is this worth, getting into an office for? What are some of the signs or symptoms or things that pet owners really should not ignore right now?
So, I mean, really, if your pet is, cat or dog, if their energy is down, if they're vomiting, if they're having diarrhea, if their appetite is down, certainly seizures, things of that nature, if their mucous membranes are pale, really the best thing to do is, if you're concerned, is to call your veterinarian or call your local animal emergency hospital. Recognize there might be a little bit of a delay just because places are going to be busy. But if you're concerned, contact your vet or the local ER, or if it's something like a seizure or collapse or, anything sort of along those lines, then just go right in and try and call on your way.
Yeah, we have heard about some pets and some animals testing positive for coronavirus, most famously that little pug in North Carolina.
Pug.
We know I love pugs, and look at that
There
right
he
there.
is. Oh.
Also some tigers at the Bronx Zoo. So,
Yeah.
I mean, apparently this can happen. What should pet owners know?
Yeah, so it can happen. I will say it appears to happen very rarely that pets, cats and dogs are infected. In fact, some of the earlier studies had shown that in laboratory settings, cats and ferrets can actually be infected, although still can be a little bit of difficulty there. But dogs really don't tend to get infected, at least based on those laboratory studies. Now, in Winston's case, this pug in North Carolina, his initial test that came back positive. A couple of things to note about that is that it was the sample was collected by his owners, who had themselves tested positive for COVID-19 virus, and it was not run at a veterinary diagnostic lab. So we don't know for certain whether or not that might have been a false positive, but a confirmatory test on a sample that was obtained by a veterinarian and run at a veterinary diagnostic lab is still pending, and hopefully will be back this week. The good news is that two things. One is that even in those cats in New York State that were confirmed positive, and the tigers and lions at the Bronx Zoo, they all seem to have, I believe, recovered completely and fully, and not been as severely impacted as people when we get this coronavirus, novel coronavirus.
That's good.
That's good news. I think some comfort there. I know, pet owners, just like everyone, we've had to kind of adjust to this new reality. So what are some resources that I know Preventive Vet, you guys have put some stuff together to kind of help, some good tips? What are some good reminders for people during this pandemic?
So I think really to protect yourselves and your pets as best as possible, it's a lot of the same advice. Wash your hands frequently. If you are sick with COVID-19 or someone in your household is, try and have someone else take care of your pets if possible. If possible and practical, keep your cats indoors and always walk your dogs on a leash. Some other resources would be the Worms and Germs blog, which is out of the Ontario Veterinary College in Canada. Fantastic resource. And the Animal Plant Health and Inspection Service, APHIS, which is a division of the USDA, has the most up-to-date news releases. And I would just end on saying that it is important to note that at this point, there's no evidence and not even any suspicion that pets can pass the COVID-19 virus to people. It tends to go the other way, in that we tend to pass it to our pets, but even then it seems to happen very infrequently.
Okay, well, Dr. J, always good information. And of course, if anyone wants more information, just go to KOIN.com, where we will post a link. Nice to see you.
You as well. Stay safe.
Yeah, you too.